Live from Newschannel 8, this is Toyota Sports Talk.
To me, you're a clown. That's unacceptable.
Don't nobody is divided in this. We was in unity. We want to stand for something. Just telling you right now, this man's not welcome here in Washington, D.C. He's not.
Well, what a weekend in the NFL, or sports, I should say, after the president's remarks. Players either locking arms, kneeling, just not coming out of the locker room. We all saw this coming. And not just in the NFL, the NBA players also speaking out. Bradley Beal, as you just saw there. John Wall saying some things, too, speaking out against Donald Trump. After you took it all in this weekend, what do you think about everything that went down? Call us, 703-387-1020. And guess who's in the building tonight? Playing through the pain.
Playing through the pain.
Shadowleague.com, Afro-American newspaper, Sports Groove. Mark, 50 Shades.
I can't even give you a 50 sign today. It's yeah, I'm
Usually,
playing at 60%, but you know there's a difference between being hurt and being injured. So much like Emmitt Smith against the Giants back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm a tough through.
He's playing through. Well, look, Mark, thanks for being here. I'm gonna call you Mark tonight. You're not 50 tonight. You Mark.
Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm 60, but that's the time before another show, bro.
Okay, so you watched the NFL. You saw all the players locking arms. You saw teams not coming out of the locker room, kneeling down. A lot of players speaking out. A lot of players who you usually don't see speaking out spoke out this weekend. How important is this? How great is this that we're seeing these players come together at this time right now?
I think a lot of us have been waiting for athletes to become more socially conscious, and if there's one byproduct of this whole, Trump phenomenon, is a lot of people who were on the back burners are now getting politically active, and many of them now are professional athletes. Large amounts of them can identify with the problems that are facing people from various communities in urban America, that if you're rich and you're privileged and, you've got a hand-me-down of billions from your dad, you just don't get the perspective about, you know what I'm saying? So it was an enlightening weekend that if you're of a certain age and a certain race and a certain mindset, it was refreshing to see millennials lead the course of a change in history, and that's where it becomes right now. I think that, you make a compelling argument that the president's base, he was able to galvanize the millennials, and now I guess we see a different mindset. And that's where the stars and the celebrities are speaking out.
And you talk about millennials, Colin Kaepernick, of course, starting this off when he first knelt down during the national anthem.
When he was caught. Now let's be real for a second. What do you call it, spot shadow? Good TV term by the radio dude there, I might add. But the spot shadows were caught, and then he had to defend it.
Right.
I think that's the thing that's lost in the argument behind he's not standing to the flag. That was his First Amendment right that he was choosing to express in a way that was peaceful, non-threatening, and non-violent. It wasn't like he was carrying the torch in Charlottesville, Virginia, saying disparaging things about Jewish people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he wasn't getting down like that. And that's what I think that we got to take emotion out of this thing. The players have, by and large, if the locker room can be the microcosm of society, then maybe this is one of those instances where society needs to look outside the locker room, because you've been in there and you've been on teams. There's separate divisions on either side, but you come together for a common goal. What we're seeing right now is a country being torn apart, and we got a lot more commonalities that aren't allowed to be bridged. And that's kind of sad right now.
And I'm sure a lot of people have seen it, but Josh Norman, cornerback for the Redskins, spoke out in the locker room after the big win over the Raiders. We caught that on our cameras. Here's what he had to say about it after the Raiders game.
Just telling you right now, this man's not welcome here in Washington, D.C. He's not. I hope he don't be around when I see him. He's not welcome. I can say that to your face. You're not welcome here. You picked on the wrong people. Sorry, man, but it's just being honest. I mean, I respect the position, I really do. But when it gets to that point, you're taking on 1,800 men, grown men, they got families. And we have that ability to strike the young nation, the young people. They look up to us, so how we act is how they're gonna respond. So we doing everything peaceful, we ain't saying anything else. But that right there need to be addressed. And we're gonna keep going, we're gonna keep this thing moving, this momentum. We're not gonna take away from anything. I respect the office, I respect the troops of America. My family fought in the war. And like I said before, it's not about the flag. It's not about anything like that. It's not about black and white. It's about what we're being faced with right now. And that's being teared down from in the White House, behind this podium, behind the presidency of the United States of America. Something that's free. That can't go down. That can't go down. That's just an attack against you as a man. And if you don't stand for something like I said, you fall. And I'm put myself out there. I'm standing. I ain't about to stand for nothing else than this. What you see right now, man. It's just disrespectful. It's appalling, man. How you call somebody SOB? How you call somebody that? That's their right to do. You know what I mean? Like, understand that. Take that. That's a high position. Like, everybody in the world looks at us as the center of it. In the United States. I travel overseas.